Hello from Jonathan and from me, welcome to the programme.
First, the granddad on a fishing trip who died trying to stop teenage thieves stealing his bike. Tonight, police are questioning three boys aged just 12, 13 and 15.
57-year-old Josip Jovanovic collapsed minutes after the confrontation on the bank of the River Great Ouse in Bedford yesterday.
He later died in hospital. His family say he was a happy man who never had a problem with anyone. Neil Bradford has the report.
This is the spot grandfather Josip Jovanovic loves so much. The keen fisherman, a regular on the banks of the Great Ouse. The 57-year-old Croatian moved to Bedford in 1999. He leaves a partner, 3 daughters and 5 grandchildren. Yesterday, he'd been fishing for no more than an hour when a teenager tried to steal his bicycle. A confrontation followed and Josip was able to stop his bike from being stolen. But minutes later, the severe asthmatic collapsed. He was taken to hospital, but died just hours afterwards. Last night, police arrested 3 boys on suspicion of murder, aged just 12, 13 and 15. A post-mortem examination has since revealed Mr. Jovanovic did not die from any injuries sustained during the confrontation. The pathologist has ordered further tests on his heart. The boys are still in custody at Bedford's Greyfriars police station and are now being questioned on suspicion of assault.
We have 3 teenage boys in custody at this time. They're aged 12, 13 and 15. They were arrested within 3 hours of the incident happening. Obviously, detectives are speaking to them, but we still do want members of the public to come forward and tell us what they saw of the incident and any information they have.
Josip Jovanovic lived just yards from where he collapsed. Today, his family told me he was a happy man who never had a problem with anyone. They were too distraught to appear on camera, but showed me the candle they will keep burning in his memory. Those using the riverbank today expressed concern at the news.
It's a terrible day and age when you can't cycle down the riverside and feel safe.
It's absolutely dreadful, it really is. I mean, you know, my heart goes out to the family, it really does, because I don't know, what can you say? You know, you don't expect it, do you?
Well, we hear these stories more and more every day, don't you? Like common thing now, every day you read it in the paper.
Detectives say they're no longer treating this as a murder inquiry, but that will be of little comfort to a family who've lost such a big part of their lives.
Well, Neil is live at the scene now. Neil, you met the family today. Clearly a devastating time for them.
Yes, despite their immeasurable grief and understandable anger about what has happened, they were keen to invite me into their home to share with me their photographs and memories of a man they say was always happy, a man who was always willing to help, who never wanted to hurt anyone, a man who loved spending time with his family. Now, they told me he wasn't a well man, he had severe asthma, unable to work, used a nebulizer which was beside his bed. They also told me it wasn't the first time he had his bike stolen. In fact, his bike had been stolen while fishing on the river 3 or 4 times in the past. But this was the place he loved best, just a few yards from his ground floor flat in Bedford. He used to come fishing regularly. His family simply can't understand why this time he never came home.
Indeed, Neil, thank you very much for that. Right next tonight, it has, of course, been a crucial day in the lives of thousands of A-level students across the region.
Yes, and with competition for university places fiercer than ever, school leavers have been finding out if they've got the grades to take their place.
Well, our correspondent Elodie Harper has spent the day at a school in Hertfordshire and joins us now. Elodie, an anxious day there for everyone involved.
Yes, it may look quiet here now, but this morning, this school, like many others across our region, was the scene of a roller coaster of emotion. The happiness of students who'd finally achieved the grades they'd worked so hard for, and of course the heartache of others who hadn't got the marks they wanted. And the reason we're at this school, Herts and Essex High, is because we've been following the progress of 3 A-level students here since June.
Time can speed past too quickly during exams. But waiting for the results can seem like an eternity. Back in June, A-level students Max, Lauren and Stuart from Essex told us about their hopes for the future.
C's would be nice, to be honest.
I've been offered a place to study maths at Oxford in October, so as long as I get my grades, I should be going there.
I'm hoping to get all B's with 1 or 2 A's.
Okay, everyone, here we go. Today, the nail-biting wait was finally over, and it was time to see if their hopes were realised.
all C's.
Is that what you were
Yeah,
hoping
that's exactly
for?
what I was hoping for. I got that in, when was it, last year as well. So all C's is absolutely happy.
Max's grades will help him get the best out of his career in the Marines. And for Lauren and Stuart, today also brought good news. Lauren has her place at Oxford to study maths, while Stuart is heading to Leeds.
Well, I'm really happy. I got AAB. I got exactly what I wanted for my offer, which is surprising, really. I'm just really, really thrilled with that.
Happiness at getting good results isn't just about the satisfaction of getting a reward for 2 years' hard work. It's also a relief at securing the future you want. 1 in 4 entries this year will result in an A grade, with 1 in 14 awarded the new A star grade. And 57% of students have already been accepted onto a university course. But for other students, like Jessica, a disappointing results day can bring the stress of uncertainty.
I got a B, a C and a D, which is lower than I was hoping for, but it should still be all right, I hope.
Last year, 50,000 students used the clearing system to find an alternative place. But this year, competition is even greater.
Because of an artificial cap placed on university places by government, it means there are less places available in through clearing, perhaps just as a few as 20,000 places. Now, it shouldn't be the end of the world for those that haven't got into their first choice university. There are still some places available in clearing, but it is much less, so get onto the phones and check out the university and UCAS website.
At Hills Road College in Cambridge, students who've missed their grades head for careers advice about their next options.
My offer was 3 A's plus I had to do an entrance exam as well, and then the grades I got was 2 A stars, an A and a B, and then but I didn't get the grade in the entrance exam, so just seeing if they'll take me now.
Whilst most attention is on students struggling to get a place, one head in our region says the whole system needs to be overhauled.
The A-levels in themselves are not wrong, but in my opinion they are too specialised and they are too sort of exam and assessment oriented. They don't allow the students to think beyond the subject.
Waiting for results day isn't just stressful for students, but for parents too.
I'm just relieved and really thrilled for her and very excited, very excited.
With A-levels over, it's now time for students to step out into the future they've worked so hard for, as the class of 2010 leaves school behind.
Well, Lauren, Stuart and Max join me here at the school now. First of all, Lauren, I understand you knew you'd got your university place before you got your results by logging on to UCAS. Can you tell me what time did you log on?
Well, I started logging on at midnight and kept trying every couple of hours afterwards. I finally got my results at 7:15.
So you were online all night. Was anybody else up?
I think most people were. I've never seen Facebook so busy before 7 in the morning.
And Stuart, you said to me that you were amazed this day had finally come. You didn't think it was ever going to happen. What have you done to prepare for student life?
Well, I've chased up my accommodation details that I handed in ages ago. I've checked my student finance, made sure everything's in order, and now I'm just waiting for the acceptance letter to come through the post.
And I understand that you weren't sure even of the actual dates that your course started. You had to check that out.
I had to check both of them this morning, just before I came to school, before getting the confirmation later on.
And Max, you didn't need grades of A-levels in order to be a Marine, but it is going to help you in your career. Can you explain to me how it will help?
Hopefully for starters it means I should get paid more, but at the same time I'm going into engineering and mechanics. I'm going to try and rake in as many of those courses as I can. So ICT and maths should definitely be useful there.
Well, thank you very much and well done to all three of you again. Well, of course, it's not been a good day for everybody and some people will have been disappointed. Now, if you're worried about getting a university, there are some things you can do. Firstly, it's always worth phoning your first choice university because they may still take you even if you didn't get the grades. Secondly, check out your insurance choice. It might be if you like it and you've got the grades, you could go there. Again, it's worth a visit to see if you would like to go. Thirdly, there is the option of clearing, and you can check out details of how to do that on the UCAS website. But if you go that route, it's worth doing it early, and also to check out the university you choose that way, visit it and see if it is somewhere you'd like to go. And finally, you can always resit your A-levels. But if you do this, it's worth checking out with your university of choice that they're not going to raise the grades they require from you, because some universities do that for candidates who are resitting. Now, for one high-achieving student in our region isn't going to university at the moment. Tom Adeyemi, who is at Norwich Football, is not going. 18-year-old Tom, who's on loan at Bradford City at the moment, got A stars in chemistry and biology and an A in maths from Norwich School. But he's got no time to celebrate. He's got a match away at Torquay on Saturday. Well, I imagine there will be many A-level students out celebrating in our region tonight.
Thank you, Elodie. I think you're probably right.
Absolutely right. Come on.